Hello everybody, welcome to a new video from me, SoulSave. This is a reading for the equinox that will occur either on the 20th or the 21st of March, depending on, a little bit where in the world you live. So in the northern hemisphere we will have the spring equinox, or it's also called the Ostara. And in the southern hemisphere you will have the autumn equinox, and that is called Mabon. The Ostara is all about planting new seeds, preparing for springtime. It's also associated with the celebration of Easter, so we are soon heading into Easter time. And in the southern hemisphere, the Mabon is all about gratitude, it's all about harvesting, and it's of course about preparing for the winter season, preparing for going into stillness. So, the Ostara is of course more energetically for us living here up in the north. So yeah, let's see what is the main focus for this energy. We have a lot of planetarian energies surrounding us these days. I watch another tarot reader. I really love her because she implements the readings with the moon cycles, and of course she has a sister that is an astrologer, so she of course get a lot of information about things that are happening out in the universe and which planet is entering into which zodiac sign. So I think that is very interesting, because I feel that even though many don't believe in this kind of things, if you understand the energy of why things are happening in the world or in your personal life, as it happens, as it turns out, and when you understand these things, you will also see that the influence of the planets and the astrological signs, how they actually affect your life. So with that said, I could go on and on, because I feel that we have lost so much information by living in a very scientific world, where we have the need to get the proof to believe in things. So yeah, with that said, let's look at the first oracle card. This looks very springy. Springtime. Number 37. Maybe that's your age. Maybe you're born in 73. Either way, this adds up to number 10. And the number 10 is both an ending and a new beginning. So have that in mind, that the 10s are always an ending and a new beginning. It said, consult your body's wisdom. And this tree here, very beautiful, because you can see all the chakras are aligned in this nature-y. I feel that this is Mother Nature calling you, and that is of course what the equinox, as I said, is all about. For us here in the northern hemisphere, it's about planting the seeds, preparing for growth in the summertime. And in the southern hemisphere, it's all about the harvest, and be grateful for what you have received so far, and preparing, as I said, for winter season. So yeah, I am going to have a new beginning healing sequence on another social media channel. Please contact me for if you are interested. This will be for a 2-hour long healing sequence. So yeah. Okay, I will save this for the end. So I've already shuffled and with the attention this deck, and we have the Emperor. And as I talked about this new beginning healing sequence, I will have on the 29th of March. That is when that is the date for the solar eclipse, and at the same time we have a new moon in this sign of Aries. And the Emperor is always symbolic for the zodiac sign Aries, and the zodiac sign is the first of the signs within the Western astrological zodiac signs. So we are in a new beginning. There is a leveling up because the Emperor is a card within the major arcana, and that is the life's wisdom. We are being, it's the life path that we start with the Fool, and we end with the World when we have completed maybe all our tasks. So yeah, this is all about growth and a new beginning. Okay, let's get some additional message. Can we get some more information about this equinox? What is this bringing in? So what is your body telling you these days? I am, when you are living in the southern hemisphere and we have the autumn equinox, I guess that your body will tell you maybe you need more rest. And the other way around, here in the southern northern hemisphere, maybe it's telling you that you get more vitality now. Maybe you feel like you want to do something, do more. Can I get the last card, please? Okay. So, let's see. Wow, 2 major arcana. So this is a major lesson that this is a major upgrading we are going through these days, and that confirms absolutely the reading I watched yesterday from this tarot reader that has information from the astrological point of view too. So the Hierophant is all about your wisdom, about this is the teacher, you know, the person. Usually it is depicted as the Pope, and in the old days, you know, the Pope was always the person that had, of course, direct connection with God, and he was he was and he still is some type of royal, but he's not, of course, born into a royal family. He's chosen by God. Here you can see a shaman, and the Ostara, or the Mabon, is of course a celebration of this equinox in paganism, and you can see that he's pointing at a spiral here, and this is a maze, right? There is a maze. There is something that is starting. Maybe we'll find out. Maybe you will find now. This reminds me of The Shining. You know, the book from Stephen King. When this couple is watching over a hotel through the winter time, and this the father, he he turns a little bit crazy, unfortunately. Maybe it's the isolation. He has a lot of problems, and he takes with him these problems. He hasn't solved his problems before he goes into this isolation period, where he hasn't when they have no contact with the outer world except from only these three people. And with that said, in this movie there is a maze. And this boy, he has psychic abilities. He has this little invisible friend that is his intuition. And he uses this to, of course, lure his father at the end into this maze. And because his father is not attuned with himself, he's guided by outer forces, that is how he lure his father into the maze, and it goes, unfortunately, not good for the dad. But this is you. You have the wisdom now. You have the wisdom to go into this maze and both go into center and find your way out again. That is what I'm trying to say. So we have the Six of Wands. Wow, this is amazing. We have, talk about celebration. This reminds me of a spring festival. You know, a little later on, in late June, we have Midsummer Feast, and this reminds me when they are dancing around a maple. And the last one, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. I will puzzle a little bit about this. So I feel that you're heading full speed ahead with something, and you are totally convinced about this, where you're heading. And maybe you take this celebration a little bit too soon, because I feel that there is a little break here. You know, when you are on a train and suddenly someone pulls down the emergency brake. So from we are in Mercury retrograde, we are in Venus retrograde. There is a lot of planetary things occurring at the same time, and you can see a full moon. Maybe take a little pause now. Don't take the celebrations too soon. Don't take this celebration too soon, because I feel that this will blossom. You can see a lotus flower here. This thing will blossom. When the full moon in April will arrive. And when will the full moon in April arrive? I think it's about, yes, it's about Easter time. It's around Easter time. And that is, you know that there are some flowers that only bloom in the nighttime. Maybe that is some special sort of lotus flower that only blossoms in a special full moon once a year, or once every 2-second year. I remember watching a documentary about that some time ago. Let's look at our healing card. Ooh, positive thinking, yes. My life is full of small patches of life. I direct my thoughts to that which brings me well-being. I place what is weighty for me into the hands of the universe. Little by little, the light awakens in my being and I find serenity. So listen to yourself. There is something about going full throttle when we are exiting these heavy energies with Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, you know, the eclipse season. When we are exiting this with the full moon in, yes, it's full moon in Libra, the full moon in Libra. And that is why when you have balanced out, yes, you have balanced out your chakras. Why didn't I see this before? That is when you have come to a point when you feel more balanced within your own body. Maybe because the heavy weights of all these things that are happening in these days are overwhelming for both your mind, both your body. You feel it that you are in, maybe it feels very heavy, you know, but keep on thinking positive. You will get, you have both you have the skills, you have the wisdom, and you have the intuition to both go into center to this maze and exit out successfully. Yes. Okay. I thank you so much for watching this, unfortunately a long video. Take really good care of yourself this moment of time, and I see you again in another meeting. Bye for now.